Hello, welcome to another episode of Ark Survival Evolved Mobile. I'm Dr. Tokara, and in today's episode we are going to do, people keep asking me if I will do a final base tour. So I'm going to do that today before we move and before we end this season. So I've got my statues still sitting out. Nothing special about, they're kind of special, but they're just around. This was my drop box. I've got a refrigerator for Eerie eggs. And I have a drop box for items that I put in there. If I collect something that I don't want to keep, I'll put it in there for people in case they do want it. There's my breeding pair. You can see all these, there's some wolves running around back there too. But I was breeding wolves and I left them on breed, and they're walking around everywhere right now. My pair of breeding unicorns. These are my Eerie Quetzals I finally got. I got a mated pair there. Some Eerie Griffins up top. We'll start outside. There's my trusty old Griffin, the only regular one left. This is my breeding pen for the outside. You can see that the jerboas have kind of went a little overboard. There's my breeding pigs. See, my garden is still here. This guy is still here. Some people have died off and been given away. My Eerie Argies are there. That's not the breeded pair. The breeding pair is up there. Okay, so let's go inside. Alright, my spider's still here. My Megalosaurus are still here. Oh, we've got an escape. So another one. Okay, so what's happening is they're overpopulating and they're popping through the window. But that's fine. They can run around if they want to. My Eerie pair of pteranodons that are for breeding. Now this, I'll show it to you. Full of griffin eggs. That was for our Eerie Griffin factory. And now that Ark has blessed us with the Eerie spawns for Halloween, we don't need that anymore. So I'm going to have to turn all that into kibble. I have air conditioners for hatching eggs. This is my breeding pair of Eerie Griffins. They end in the MIR surname, which is kind of what I was after. This pair does not, so they're kind of a waste right now. But I think I might keep them, fly them around, and just because. Oh, I messed up right there. I guess I've replaced that on accident. I forgot to fix that. I'll fix that in a minute. Alright, so Carla, my Eerie Carno, she has been around for quite a while. At least 2 or 3 seasons now. I think she's from season 1 actually. So she's been around a long time. She's the oldest dino we have. Everybody else has either been died off or replaced, or things like that. Now this is my pair of pigs that I can use. Let's see. This guy is for my poop machine, Joe. This is my pair of dire wolves. I've taken them out of the breed right now because we're going to move. But that's them. That's the mom and dad. And there's my Eerie pair of saber-tooth, which have been around a while too. Before we go inside, let's go over here and look down here. Okay, so... Oh, something's happened. I don't see everybody. Okay, so check it out, guys. We did have a mistake, and we had a mishap with our Basilow. It died, but we have an Eerie Basilow. I found it on accident. So I'm happy about that. Okay. Oh. Okay, so we've got a pair of Eerie anglers so we can breed. That's what they're for. Here's the mate right here. Alright, so here is my Tuso is still around. And my Eerie pair of Plesiosaurus are still here and ready to mate. But I think we're going to wait for some of that until the move, which is coming up really soon. I'm going to put this guy back up here. I want him to stay safe. They're not the strongest. Okay. Let's see if we can get out of the water. Okay, good. Okay, so we can go in now. This is some of my defenses. I may need to take my implant off. Detach that. There we go. Okay, so these guys have been around a while. The Yetis, they've been for a few seasons now. I think they started in season 2, I think. So they've been with me for a while. They're just kind of sitting around guard dog type. They're my little bouncers. They're pretty OP too. So in here's where I can do dungeons. Over here is my tech kibble processor where we were using to try to get an Eerie Griffin again. My tech replicator is right there. It's pretty big, but I liked that. That's kind of why I had that's why I designed it. I built the building around that function. I wanted it to kind of look like a piece of art, statue type thing at the same time. And it's kind of an industrial look, kind of like the Avengers Tower or something, you know. That's kind of what I was going for. Now in here, these are all of my storage refrigerators with my jerkies and my kibbles and meds and things. Anything I want to keep refrigerated, I put in there. And I do have my library of blueprints and things. You can see them here. All these are bookshelves, and I still categorize my stuff. So I kind of like doing it that way. It's easier to find. And so I've got all of this is my storage. You can see that runs down through there, and I kind of have the same amount every time. My mounts, these are just for display really. And this is where I craft things. It's my little workshop. I do keep my paint and my potent dust and things in these little chests here. I like them because they hold more than a regular stand-up chest. Let's go upstairs. There's not much upstairs. I really didn't need the upstairs. I just did that, well, for that really, for looks and things. I mean, I could have done away with the whole upstairs, but I wanted to go as tall as I could go to make it look like a tower. And I overkill. I definitely went overboard with it. Now this generator runs that. We have a teleporter up top to use as a block for the ceiling, so that I don't have to actually add pillars and things to make the ceiling close itself in, because it's such a big building. They won't go that far. The limitations of building will stop me from going and closing the roof in. So I'd use the tech teleporter. I used not tech teleporter. I used that to do it. Now let's go out here. I did manage to grab a couple of Pelagornis, my little jet skis. They're going to be for breeding. I'm going to breed them and get some birds with imprint. And here are my dodos. They're Eerie, giant. Most of them are max size. They're 3.5, and they're for breeding and for feathers. And I usually just kind of keep them segregated from everything else. My Eerie Raptors, they are from season 2. That's where they were born, in my base in the redwoods. So I keep my dung beetles here for fertilizer. And there is the last of my Trudons. The rest of them have escaped. They just they glitch out of the wall and then they die. So it kind of stinks that they've been doing that. I've lost at least 2 or 3 this time, and that's the last one. My Dirty Rotten Thief right there. That was the original right there. Now this Mother Goose is the Oviraptor that is for helping with the breeding, speeding up the. Nope, close that. Don't go outside. It speeds up the process of egg production. All right, I need to fly out of here because he's being weird. Okay. Now this is my breeding pair of Argies. They are Eerie, of course. You can see that. But those are the ones that if I give eggs away on the server, it comes from this pair here. Atlas and Arameda. She and he are a really good pair, and they are OP as well. Okay, so let me fly up top for you and give you a tour of the roof. So we have a tech teleporter up here, yes. You can see it from up top, and I had the generator run to it so it would light up, so you can see it at night. It looks good. My auto turrets and my X plants keep anything from attacking my base. And that's mainly for trolls. We had some trolls come through and try to tear up my base because they thought it would be nice to hurt someone's belongings, and that's just rude as it can be. So we made sure that we did that. But you can see here it's kind of a big base. Let's see if I can fly out a little bit. I did not build, this island is big. You could build up top, you could build around to the edge. I mean, you could have a massive base here. The problem is you can't get everything up here. The gigas will not come up. So what I did was I left them out on the island. And speaking of gigas, let's fly over there really quickly. We have a minute or so. We can show you the gigas, where they are and how that stands. I'm debating on whether or not I'm going to show you the location of the new base. I probably won't. But I do think what we'll do this time is, some people liked some of my building episodes, so what I probably will do is build the entire thing in videos this time. I won't take, I like to build, I only have to make it shortened for the sake of time. If it was a live stream, I would do the whole build on stream, but for videos it's not really good for that. So I'm going to go through, we're almost, the gigas are right here. And there is a surprise addition to the gigas. Alright, so this is the mated pair of gigas. Look. Alright guys, we got an Eerie giga. Look at that guy. Isn't he beautiful? I think he is beautiful. Look at him. He's beautiful. I love him. His Eerie is a lot more than I thought it would be. When they were making a Eerie giga, I kind of thought they might do the chest or the legs or something. But it's the opposite of that. It's really cool. And it's kind of speckled almost. I'll get you look up close at it. It looks good. It looks really good. Alright, so that's how my base functions. The base will be different next time. Different style, different functions. But that's going to do it for this episode. Be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.